Still don't understand you.
It's okay. I still love you.
I don't think it's necessary to understand you in order to love you at this point. That's painfully clear. Oh, we're live. There we go. And we have a picture.
Hello, everybody.
I don't have any friends yet, so you don't have to say hi. No, wait, we have friends. Oh, thank you, Velocichungus. You're very sweet.
How are we doing?
I don't know. They're doing good this morning. We've got good mornings and lots of hellos. Oh, Ellen's here early today.
Hey, Ellen.
Let's see. Hello from a cottage in England. Oh,
Sounds wonderful.
it's where I want to be. Good evening from Bengal.
Well, then you're going to like this person. This is the Bard of Bengal.
And Marguerite's here, and Letter Lady Z's here.
Rabindranath Tagore.
I am from Bangladesh, and I am very happy that you were drawing him.
Thank you. Someone mentioned them or recommended them on in the comments, and I looked them up, and I was like, "That seems like a very cool person to sketch."
Let's see. So we'll do a little dive into this person in a few minutes when we get situated.
How was everybody's weekend?
All right, hold on. Zoya, good morning. Wow, Scott, as an Indian, I cannot explain to you the joy I felt when I saw the title. It brings me so much joy to see this.
Oh, great.
I bought Winsor Newton watercolors and am vibrating with excitement to try them.
Oh, you're
I'm
gonna have
from
fun.
Bengal, and let me tell you, he is literally like a god. I am so happy you are drawing Tagore. I am from Bengal. Hello from Bangladesh. This is a dream come true as a Bengali. I remember asking Scott to draw Tagore 2 years ago. There you go.
Well, thank you for asking.
Boy, they're excited. Yeah. We have people here from Ireland and Portugal, and please, no one explode from happiness. We are so happy that you're happy, but that would be messy, especially on a Monday. This is a dream come true. Love your painting.
Oh, thank you.
Good morning from Ireland, Germany, Netherlands, Holland, Pakistan. Saroja's here.
Hey, Saroja.
So many people are very, very happy.
I am very happy that you're happy.
Gail says, good morning from California. What do you have in store for us today?
Hey, Gail, we have the world's first non-European Nobel Prize-winning poet laureate, I think, if I got that right. And their name was Rabindranath Tagore.
No, Tagore.
Tagore.
Mm-hmm.
They were a polymath, which, from my limited understanding, means that they were like really good at everything.
We are in the Hobbit hole. Never say never on a meet and greet, but nothing planned right now. In Bengal, we call him the king of poetry. He is my favorite poet. Love from Bangladesh. My week's been pretty good.
Well, that's good.
Steph Nerd has joined us. I guess we have a lot of people here from Bengali, and they are very, very excited.
And I love you all. It's so nice to be able to finally do something.
Oh, Letter Lady Z. It's Letter Lady Z's husband here. I've always liked drawing, but convinced myself that I'm bad at it. Because of your videos, I decided to try again. I asked what I should draw, and she said everything every day.
Love it.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is so fantastic.
Let me pencil sharpener.
Uh-oh, pencil sharpener.
And then put back the extender.
As we all know, there will not be muting during the pencil sharpening today.
Okay. So let us get into...
All right. All right, let's see. Okay, if we are butchering the name according to how it's supposed to be, we're sorry, but Scott actually did pull up the translation of it, so bear with
Yeah.
us. We are from the US, so I apologize if we are butchering that. We're doing the best we can. There are entire TV channels and cable dedicated to his songs, poems, and plays.
Wow.
Let's see. Never heard of them before. I'm excited to learn and watch. Let's see. I'm pretty sure you made fans from all over India, and those who knew him overflow with happiness. That's pretty obvious. You guys are very, very excited today. That's great.
I mean, not for anything, but India is the second most fans on my channel. You guys are amazing, and we love you all.
And I can honestly tell you they are very excited this morning. What medium are you using today? So talk about your sketchbook that you're using and talk about what you're drawing with right now.
Yeah, this is a Strathmore 400 sketchbook. It is tanned paper, and I really like it. And what I like to do is draw with a dark purple colored pencil and come in...
What brand?
Prismacolor.
Thank you.
And then come in with a white colored pencil. And those two colors are fine because I have technically three shades. I've got the tan, I've got the purple, and I've got the white. And then the little cross hatching is everything in between. And I think it just works out really well. Oops.
All right, so
I'm going to get a paper towel.
Tefner says having flashbacks to 11th grade literature class, had to read a few of his poems.
No.
Let's see. I jumped out of my bed as soon as the notification. Nope, the stream is not on delay. It is on a delay for me. I mean,
Yeah, there might be a slight delay, but
slight delay. But the comments are on slow mode because otherwise we get hit with a lot of spam. So maybe that's the other part you're asking from. Let's see. All right. God, so many people are just love from Bangladesh.
oh,
Yeah, they're very, very excited. Have you researched anything or already know a little bit about
I did
them?
as much research as I could do in the 20 minutes before I went live. But
We've
really,
got some
when
stuff pulled up.
when I do research, like when I did Martin Gore from Depeche Mode, really what I'm doing is I'm just making sure there's no controversies. Find out that they're secretly part of a hate group or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's really all I'm doing. I read some of the poetry and just basically did whatever I could just to make sure that you have to do a little bit of research nowadays just to make sure that there's no skeletons in the closet, and they seem to be a very good person.
Let's see. Thank you for drawing our heroes of India. By the way, I'm 11 years old and I love your channel.
Oh, thank you.
Is it worth buying Strathmore? I'm a little low on money right now.
Yeah, Strathmore for drawing is probably one of the best papers I've used. I all of my sketchbooks are pretty much Strathmore when it comes to my drawing, and they're relatively cheap.
Okay. Well, I could either flip over or I could read some of these comments because they're giving us information while we're going. What do you want me to do?
Read the comments. Read what people are saying.
All right. So apparently he wrote the national anthem for India.
I think there's 2 countries where they used his works for national anthem.
Yes, that would be Bangladesh as well.
Yeah.
That's in here. If you guys lack research, don't worry. There's many Bangladeshi/Indian people here to back you up.
Great.
Rabindranath promoted education for kids in the outdoors and wished to mix science and technology and art and culture together in education. He was also friends with Mahatma Gandhi, who gave India freedom.
Yeah.
Apparently, his birthday is upcoming, and they want to know if you're doing this on the occasion of his upcoming birthday.
I'm doing this only because someone had recommended it and it seemed like a good thing to do, but it wasn't planned to be around their birthday.
Okay. Hargun, we do not know where you are, what country you're in. So and $5, what? $5 US, $5, whatever.
If you're in the US, what are they looking for? A cheap sketch?
Watercolor.
Watercolor?
Under $5.
Like a watercolor set?
They didn't say. Which is the best watercolor to buy under $5?
Well, you can buy 1 tube of watercolor for $5. You're not going to buy a whole set for $5. I mean, you can go to Five Below or something and see if they have something like that, but
They actually had some good stuff when we went. We have to do a trip
yeah,
there.
but just be careful. What you're going to buy for $5 is not going to be like what you're seeing me do. It's not going to work the same way. The paper is really going to make a big difference. You can get Crayola watercolors for maybe $5. I've used those as well. They're not great. So don't buy them and go, "Oh, I don't like watercolors." It's like buying a kid's pedal bike, like a little car, and then driving that and going, "I don't like driving cars." It's not the same, it's just not. So please keep that in mind.
Okay. Does watercolor paper matter for gouache as well, or just watercolor?
No, just watercolor.
And say good morning to Santa.
Hey, Santa. How are you doing?
This legendary man also met with Albert Einstein.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that too.
He had a really tragic life, but he never stopped. He single-handedly created thousands of Bengali kids' childhoods with his Sahaj path, which he taught us alphabets as well as morals.
Oh, that's good. Heard he rejected his knighthood because he was knighted.
Really?
I think England, being England, massacred a bunch of people in like 1918 or something, or 19 something like that, and in doing so, I think he rejected his knight because he was praised and revered worldwide, and I liked that.
Let's see. We have been streaming for about 20 minutes. He is not only a poet, but also a songwriter, a playwright, an author, an artist, and a role model. Wow. Let's see.
Pencil sharpener.
Athena, I see your comment, but he's probably not going to do that. I wasn't expecting this. Being from India, I feel really good about this one. Let's see. Oh, Star's here and says, my 17-year-old son, Alex, in Texas, has been studying Indian history for academic competitions this year, and he's very excited to hear you are drawing Tagore.
Oh, that's great.
How exciting is that? Have you done any charcoal art in the channel?
No, not really. Charcoal has always, for me, been what I used for figure drawing. It was always just kind of just practice because it's so temporary. That it can smudge away so easily. It's kind of like pastels. So for me, no, I haven't done that since college.
Apparently, he was also a painter and did mostly abstracts.
I think I saw that he did take up painting in his 60s, maybe.
Oh, another It's Never Too Late.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, it means the easy path. Okay. He was so true to his morals. He is truly inspiring to us Indians. Oh, I'm from India and I've been watching you for a long time and watching your lives almost every time. Great to see you drawing this person. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Nugget Time says, I actually have nice watercolors, but in school I use the Crayola ones sometimes, and as long as it's on...
If it's on good paper,
chat jumped. Yeah, I'm assuming as long as it's on... Yeah, nice paper. I actually like them.
Yeah.
Blobby got watercolors, but the paintings are not vibrant. Do you have any tips?
That's the paper, most likely.
We saw the difference in the Crayolas on...
Yeah, I put Crayolas on the Arches paper,
and
it
boy,
looked
were
really
they
good.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
they were
the
very
paper
vibrant.
really makes a difference.
Yep. So on a completely side note, we were at Plaza Art yesterday, and someone on here had mentioned to Scott that there was warm press paper, so something between hot press and cold press.
I didn't find it, by the way.
So we went on a hunt yesterday. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. He went on a hunt yesterday. I was too busy looking at pencils, but looking for it and did not find it. Let's see.
I really just needed a new paintbrushes.
And we got them.
Yeah.
We did get them.
And then decided not to paint.
Yeah, and then he decided not to paint. So ridiculous. He has done challenges only using Crayola. So you can go back and just search for Crayola.
Just search Crayola on my site or just do search for Crayola and my name.
Anju is getting more into markers. Which brand do you recommend?
The cheapest you can get. The one I like is from Artbeak. There should be a link to it on my art supplies
that he's tried.
That I've tried, yeah.
Okay, he rejected his knighthood when the police forces of the Britain killed over 1,000 people, men, women, and kids in a public hearing.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's see.
Yeah, he was anti-imperialism too, which I like.
Well, do you get bored by drawing daily?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I've been taking the weekends off, but it's tough. It's tougher when it becomes your job, and that's why I did that video about should I make art my career, is because honestly, if you want to do that, you have to really love it.
Yeah. You have to know too that sometimes you're going to get burnt out.
Yeah.
If you do choose that as a career, you will get burnt out at some point just because you're doing it all the time. That goes for just about anything.
Yeah.
And as much as you love it, you can get burnt out. Let's see. He rejected his knighthood and wrote a song which basically translates to "Such accolades do not suit me." It was in support of the nationalist movement in India.
Yeah.
Investigator Teddy would like you to do a tutorial on how you do cross hatching, because when you do it, it looks so good.
I don't know if I'm really knowledgeable in it. I kind of just wing it, but I will do my best.
I kind of wing it. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. This is not going to be a painting. This is a sketch. So there won't be any watercolor
it's just going to be like this.
Yeah.
When it's done.
Yeah. I have a question. Have you written on those pages or on the back of the pages who you've drawn?
No.
You really should for future reference.
I think I know who everybody is.
You know who everybody is now at 55.
Yeah, well, I also made videos about every single one of these.
I know, and at some point videos could go away. My only suggestion would be that you write on the back of all of those who you drew and the year that you drew them. That's all. Let's see. He even gave a theory of cinema in India. His concept was a movie will not be a servant or follower of literature. Cinema will show you those things that can't be expressed in writing and drawing.
Interesting.
Oh, he wrote the national anthem for Sri Lanka, but they're not using it.
Typical Sri Lanka.
Hey, don't diss the country that grows the tea. Don't do it. I will hurt you.
Give them a gift.
Don't
And
do
they
it.
just-
Don't do it. I will hurt you. Let's see. Stars, waves, first live in over a year.
Pencil sharpener.
How you doing,
Star.
friend? Have you ever done ink wash with colored ink?
I have not. I used to do ink wash with just grays.
Literally art. There is quite a few great videos that he does with the Ohuhu markers. So search for Ohuhus.
What do they want?
In the videos, they want some tips with Ohuhus. They've been trying to get
There's a
smooth
video
strokes.
I just posted, I think last week or the week before. It's everything I know about markers, and I use Ohuhus. So go look under videos. It should be under like Scott's videos or just under videos. And it's everything I know about markers.
Okay. Is there a way to avoid patches while painting with watercolors? I've been practicing watercolors, and this is something I struggle with a lot.
Yeah. Again, it's watercolor, so you really can't control it as much as you're going to want to. But wet the paper first, and then the watercolors will go wherever the paper has been wet.
Huh.
You might want more of a wet on wet technique. I like the wet on dry technique because I like the patches.
You like them because you think that's how the watercolor plays with the paper. Is that what you say when you're saying the watercolor plays with the paper?
No. The patches is I like the harsh lines. You know,
Okay. When you do make a layer and then you dry it and then make a layer.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. I think
okay.
this person is trying to blend their watercolors, and they don't like it when there's like a blob of color.
Okay.
And
But
the way
you
to-
like the blob of color.
I do. I
Okay,
like to,
okay.
But what I'm saying is to undo that would be to wet the paper, and wherever is wet, the paint will go.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand. That's why I'm asking. He founded a school called Shanti Niketan, which roughly translated from Bangla means something like School of Peace. It is so pretty.
Oh, that's great.
Fabriano has soft press paper, which is between cold and hot press.
I didn't see any at the art store, unfortunately.
Let's see. What's your favorite marker? Alcohol, water-based, or acrylic?
Oh, well, I use acrylics for like highlights, but I can draw with alcohol markers. So I want to show you what I'm looking at. Can you see the waves
Yes.
in their hair? So I'm hitting the darks here and here, and then leaving this little spot here, how it's lighter.
Oh.
So that's going to just be kind of like the lighter. And I'm not doing it exactly, obviously, but those are those little light patches.
That's some nice hair.
Yeah.
Have you ever drawn an elephant?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we know that art supplies in India are very expensive. We've
Yeah.
tried and tried to get to be able to ship to you guys and to have some companies be able to ship art supplies there, but it is very difficult. It's also difficult for those who are not in India to find out what's available to you there. So, yeah, it's just...
That's why
try.
my best advice I can give anybody who has a hard time getting art supplies is to just get good at drawing. Just practice your drawing. You just need a pencil and paper. Practice your drawing. Get really good at drawing everything. And then when you can, you'll be able to go in with the colors. Pencil sharpener.
Hey, Scott, I'm 13 years old and I want to be a comic artist. Do you think I should go to art school?
You don't need to go to art school to become a comic artist. I went to art school to become a comic artist. They didn't have comic art as a major, so I was an illustration major. And in doing so, we took a lot of figure drawing classes and we learned to take assignments and whatnot, but it really didn't prepare me to be a comic artist. I'm sure that there are some schools that can teach you, but really the best thing you could do is to just draw everything, because comic artists have to draw cars and buildings and it's not just drawing superheroes, it's drawing the world around them. And so I would get really good at doing that. And then I would make your own comics. That's the best way to learn. Make your own comics, and that's also a great portfolio thing. If you're making comics and you show it to an editor and they see that you're capable of finishing a project, that's 90% of what they're looking for.
Okay. Do you draw anime?
No. I mean, I've drawn a couple. I did My Hero Academia and a couple other characters, just for like a video, but no, not.
Have you tried pixel art?
Yes, I did I used to work on Sega Genesis games. So, and I did a music video for Huey Lewis and the News called While We're Young, if you ever want to see that.
Yes, he is using a pencil extender.
Yes.
He's made lots of other original characters besides his barbarian character. When studying perspective and color theory, do I rush myself or take day-to-day study sessions segmented in various aspects to attain some semblance of remembrance?
Wow.
Yeah, that was a...
I don't know how to answer that. That's a very...
They basically want to know if they're studying perspective and color theory, should they break it down into manageable chunks every day and do a deep dive into that? Or...
You can, but I mean, honestly, I don't know color theory. You don't need color theory to make art. And perspective, you can just get perspective by drawing buildings and stuff. Now, everybody learns differently. Some people learn better from reading a book or having a mentor and following a step-by-step guide. For me, I can't learn that way. I need to just do it. Mm-hmm. So when people ask me what the best way to learn, it's always going to be just do the thing. That's the best way to learn the thing, is by doing the thing. That's the best I could offer. But I'm sure, based on your question, you are a very studious person, and you're probably really good at studying stuff and learning from books and whatnot. In which case, I would say learn from that. Mm-hmm. Any way that you can get that knowledge into your brain, do it.
I don't think microns are refillable. I think you chuck them when you're done.
I don't think so either. A lot of the thing is for me, is the tips. When you're working with a felt tip, it's going to get flat, it's going to get worn. So it's really more the tip than it is the amount of ink.
What pencil are you using right now?
I'm using a dark purple Prismacolor pencil.
Mm-hmm. We're doing this one for right now. And he didn't know he was going to do this until about 15 minutes before the live. So, or maybe it was 20 minutes before the live. So, but thanks for all of those. What's your favorite character to draw? And just for the record, I am not a character.
You're a character, all right.
I am not.
I like drawing Gandalf. I like drawing Severus Snape. I like drawing Batman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man.
Lip liners are smooth like butter. I think they could be a good alternative to Prismacolor pencils. You've just taken a knife and stuck it into my heart.
They'd be very expensive to work with.
There's no
pencil
way.
Sharpener.
Yeah, no, lip liner belongs on your lips. Scott's favorite ink pen is a
Zebra brush pen.
Thank you. And where do you find them?
I get mine at jetpens.com, but you can get them on Amazon or most other places.
Yeah. So impressed that you guys know your stuff. A refresher for most Americans who think India is a monolith.
Well, I just want to be honest. I did not know who this person was until someone suggested that I draw them.
So thank you to all of you.
Yeah, so thank you for educating us. When it comes to being educated about other societies, and I am at the low end of that pole.
I couldn't find.
I don't know enough
country.
about my own country to speak intelligently about those things. So I appreciate the praise, but I promise you, I would not be very interesting to have a conversation about world events or anything.
On the upside, we are very grateful that you guys bring these wonderful people to our attention so that we can learn.
We do love to learn about that. It's just I can't. I'm not a book reader. I just don't have the attention span to do that sort of stuff. So for me, I learn from things like this.
Let's see.
This thing just keeps wobbling.
We are not tired of hearing about him. Conversation with Einstein. He said that he finds key instruments a tad bit off. Till his death, Einstein was the only person who understood this plight of his. Let's see. In India, Stadler pencils are really famous.
Those are good pencils.
Yeah, you've used those. Indeed. Let's see. Draw a red panda if you're asking for something to draw. Margaret says, good morning from Maine. And thank you.
Good morning, Margaret.
How is it in Maine this morning? Is it sunny? Is it pretty? Our entire backyard just popped, like in the last 2 days. Like all the leaves on all the trees just poof. And of course, Donna had to hit the inhaler yesterday because everything decided to bloom. So there you go. Oh my gosh. So yesterday we're at the art store. Here's a funny story. And Scott says, oh, I'm out of tape. Well, that tape, my friends, that used to be $12 a roll is now $16 a roll.
I bought 4 rolls.
You bought 2 rolls because if you would have bought 4 rolls, I would have killed you.
Well, I bought 2 rolls and one roll of the 2-inch one, which was the same, which was $30.
Which is $30 for one roll of tape. And we looked at the receipt when he got in the car. Now I never look at the receipt because what's the point, right? It's art supplies. And he goes, that seems a little high. And we look at the thing and I went, $16 for a roll of tape.
I'm telling everybody in the live tomorrow.
That's exactly what I said. I said, I am calling you out on the live tomorrow. So consider yourself called out. And please don't buy 2-inch tape. Oh my God. $30 for a roll of tape. I should smack you with that roll of tape. Let's see. I swear, Scott has experience on every art medium and profession ever. He's like an uncle or grandfather with all of this useful advice to help you in life when he comes over during the holidays. Oh, let's see.
Pencil sharpener.
Scott's made one comic series for Marvel. It was a Spider-Man series, and he has made so many other ones, graphic novels, and our flagship, which is the Dreamland Chronicles.
Yeah, I've worked on a bunch of stuff for Marvel and DC. Doing trading cards and covers and things like that. But the only actual series that I was the artist on was Spider-Man.
Let's see. Scott's done a million different things. He's worked in video games and movies and written books, tons of different things. Scott, my dad thinks I can't draw for a living. What do I do? Is he right?
No one knows what someone could do for a living. There's a video I did on should I choose art as a career. Watch that and see. But Your dad is just looking out for you, just wants to make sure that you're going to be okay and be able to, provide for yourself or your family, and that's it. He's not trying to be mean. He loves you and he wants you to be okay. That said, watch the video and see how you feel about art.
Ryan says perspective basics are important, but I find it's like bike riding. Once you unlock the basic understanding, the rest you figure out by doing, and it's always there.
Yeah.
Let's see. These prices are making me hoard more art supplies in my move. I'm like, I don't want to rebuy this at 4 times what I originally paid. Ellen, I'm telling you, good gravy. Is it the tape that didn't work? Surprisingly, yes.
It works all of the time except for that one time that I made a video. Mm-hmm. I used it for the Guild. I used it for the Alliance. I used it for the Gothic Vampire. Mm-hmm. So it works great.
Let's see. Zoya, you can go ahead and send that over. There's an email address on our website. We'd be happy to take a look at that and put that up for people to reference. Do you use reference pictures when you're drawing faces?
Yeah. I mean, I can draw out of my head, but I like my art better when I have reference.
Mm-hmm. And especially for someone who he's trying to make it look like that person.
Yeah.
Obviously, he would use photo reference. Yes, we have both read the Harry Potter books and watched the movies.
But if you really want a treat, listen to the audiobooks by Jim Dale. Those are wonderful.
Yeah.
Pencil sharpener.
Yeah. There's a video of where Scott gets his references from. And also there are some places where he gets reference on our website.
Yeah,
under the
I got
resources
links
page.
to my references, both paid and free art references.
Do you have any advice for handling tough feedback?
Did you ask for the feedback? Because if you asked for the feedback, then take the feedback. Otherwise, if you don't want feedback on your art, don't ask for it. Mm-hmm. That's the way I look at it. Every once in a while, I will post something and I'll say, hey, everybody, what do you think about this? That's because I don't know how I feel about it. But otherwise, I don't ask for feedback on my work. If I like it, then that's really all that matters.
Do you ever use sensory tools? For an example, slime.
Not slime, but I have headphones, noise-canceling headphones I use.
And you have those little paper clip thingies you like to swish around?
Yeah. I mean, every once in a while I make my own fidget toy I made a video about it with these little clips.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I also walk. That's my stimming, is walking.
Oh my God, he walks so much. Miles and miles and miles. We didn't know that he was autistic when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So
I didn't find out till I was 53.
Yeah. So we don't know how he would have dealt with it as a kid because he didn't know. Let's see. Let's see.
What was the question?
How did you deal with autism when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
And you didn't know.
Yeah.
So
I'm still, yeah. So, I'm in therapy and trying to figure out, a lot about autism and everything. And so, yeah, we're talking about how I handled things as a kid, but really, I have a lot of, like a nervous stomach, like a panic attack that I've always had. And that's, I think, how I handled situations, because my family didn't know, we weren't told. So I was in all of these situations that overstimulated me. And so my body reacted with stomach aches.
Yeah, I know it's hard to follow the chat along. Here's the deal. I stop, like I'll read some questions to Scott and he'll answer really, really long answer and the chat populates with a bazillion more questions. So we want to make sure to get to as many as possible. So the mods answer as many questions as they possibly can to help me out. So because while he's answering a question, you guys are all typing more questions in. So I know it's hard to follow along that way, but this is the only way we can do it. So, and Santa, yes, we are finally caught up on all that. I know Bethany replied, but yeah, it's going well. It's going well. The posters are going well. We've gotten everything out. The paper is very different for the other ones, so they don't, for the coloring pages, so they don't roll as easily as the posters that are a little more slick. So, which is kind of funny. Can you draw only with cross hatching?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Pencil sharpener.
Here we go again.
We're almost to the hand pencil sharpener. Which
Are we?
Where are the, yeah, there it is.
Okay. Scott does not use fountain pens for any of his art. He does not like them.
Donna
I've
likes
tried, but he does not like them. Let's see. Alan says, "Hey Scott, I have a young man that has been learning art from me and tells me you are his biggest inspiration.
Oh,
You provide so much joy and inspiration to so many."
thank you, Alan. And please say hi for me.
No, he hasn't tried any other tapes since that video. He's got his tape that he likes.
Like I said, it's really good tape.
It better be for that price.
I mean, I haven't had to buy tape in over a year. I don't use the tape very often anymore. It's just I was down to my last one.
Okay, Ash Rain gets these hard lines when I try to do these seamless wet on wet patches, but I get these hard edges. Does Scott have any tips for this?
It's watercolor. You really don't try to make watercolor smooth. It's just watercolor. It's supposed to be blotchy and splashy and whatnot. Like I mentioned before, you can try wet on wet. Will get you a more smooth transition. But really, if you want smooth, go to gouache. Gouache can do much more smooth, flat areas.
Santa says that hair is remarkable.
Oh, thank you,
You can
Santa.
tell what Scott's favorite thing to draw is. He takes so much time drawing hair. Let's see. Rohit, for any tips that you would like, try in the videos and just look up, like pencils and things like that. There's so much. Start with the videos, the shorts, and go from there. And then if you have specific questions, we can answer those. Hold on. Walking can be stimming.
Yeah, that's why I said my stimming is walking.
Let's see. They're just questioning.
I thought you were. I thought
no,
you were
no,
asking.
no. They're
sorry.
saying, hold on, that can be this. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's whatever helps you.
Well, for me, like I will just pace in the Hobbit hole back and forth.
Miles and miles and miles.
And
one day he was pacing so much when he had his Apple Watch. It said 2 miles. He had paced 2 miles in the Hobbit hole. I will never forget them. How do you walk 2 miles in the... Trust me, he can do it. Have you ever drawn mandala art?
No. I think it's wonderful, but I've never tried it.
I have a lot of noise-based sensory issues, and my earbuds are like a necessary part of me. I live with them, and trust me, I know it's not good for my hearing, but noises are just awful.
Yeah.
You know what? You have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
We don't leave the house. When we get in the car, I ask Scott, do you have your headphones? Every time now.
Yeah.
Because he's tried to go without them.
I've always For me, over-the-ear headphones are always the best. But Donna got me to try these Bose in-the-ear ones because I don't like the feel of stuff in my ear.
Yep.
But the noise canceling is so much better than anything else that I'm learning to tolerate it.
Well, they're they're so good at noise canceling
Yeah.
that it's crazy. They're just really they've been helpful. They've been helpful for me.
But it's good because I could just put them in my pocket rather
Yeah.
than carrying that case
Yeah.
for the over-the-ear ones.
Yeah, for sure.
I still use the over-the-ear every day for my daily stuff, but the in-the-ear ones are for when I go out.
Bethany says, Scott paces in the Hobbit hole in Donna's office outside. He is zoomy. Yep.
Yeah.
Scott's like a dog. He has the zoomies. Do you listen to Gregorian chant music when sketching or harpsichord music?
No, I do not.
Amy says, I need headphones, but I have chronic ear problems, so I can't wear them all the time. It's a tough balance.
Yeah, over-the-ears are better for that.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. How do you walk 2 miles in the Hobbit hole? Trust me, he doesn't stop. He just doesn't stop.
It's maybe 20 feet each direction. So I go 20 feet to one direction, 20 feet back, 20, and I just keep pacing and I think about stuff and I try to figure things out. And
you do indeed. That is not a grip. That is a pencil extender.
yeah, so
But they want to know how it helps you.
this is the pencil right here. It'd be very uncomfortable for me to hold. So the pencil extender makes it the size of a pencil. So I can I like my hand back a little bit. So like right now, I don't think the electric pencil sharpener will be. All right, I was able to get it. So, but like I can get something as small as this, put that in there, and now I've got a whole pencil.
Shh, it's not really a whole pencil.
So you really get to extend the life of your pencil by using these. I made a video on it, by the way.
Yep. My voice is crisp because I have my own microphone.
Yeah, Donna's got the microphone I use for my videos because she's sitting at my desk. Yeah. I'm at a webcam, so I got the crappy microphone.
Not just because you have to be in front of the camera and I don't.
I know. And I just haven't sprung for a nice microphone here because I could maybe get one with a long extension. I just don't have that.
We spent enough on the tape. I don't think we can afford a microphone. What do you do when you're mentally, physically, emotionally not fine, but you need to draw every day to improve?
Give yourself some slack. You know, you're allowed to be mentally, emotionally, and physically not fine. I was for a good period of time, and I just didn't draw. But if you want to, then just journal. Journal and just draw what you're eating. Draw the cup of tea or something. Draw and just talk about what you're feeling and what you're going. It'll be good for you, and just draw what you see. It doesn't have to be art. You're just drawing what you see. Can you toss me my wallet?
I can.
So I have a little sketch wallet, and I keep this.
Obviously in your pocket.
When we go to lunch or breakfast, I just draw lights or a table or a car.
Bottle of syrup.
Yeah, a bottle of syrup. The doctor's office or whatever. It doesn't matter. You're just drawing. So
he draws those impeccable eyes because he's practiced.
Yeah.
Someone suggested Rabindranath. And so that is why he is drawing him today. Yes, this live will go up as a video later.
Yeah.
When
as
we're
soon as it's
done
done, it
and-
becomes a video that you
Yeah.
can rewatch and comment on.
Yep.
I should. Well, actually, I got a half an hour. I'm taking my time with the hair.
Oh, honey, we all noticed. Believe
Yeah.
me. Let's see. All right. I love the reference pic you used for your watercolor drawing last Wednesday. Is it possible to please share the reference on Discord?
What did I do?
Last Wednesday. I have no idea.
Was it Inigo Montoya?
Yeah, I don't. Was it? It wasn't Pink. Pink was Monday.
No, Pink was, I think, 2
2
weeks
weeks
ago.
ago? I know. We can go back and look. If he can, he will. How's that?
Yeah.
Let's
Actually, if you're on the Discord, just tag me, just at me, and I will happily just respond with whatever it is you're asking.
Frankie says there are a lot of things that can be stimming, basically whatever helps. That is very true.
I always did, and I don't see too many other people doing this, but anybody else do
No.
that?
No.
I always did that.
We have not been to enough places in Italy yet. So
Yeah, we've
no,
only been to
we haven't-
Venice.
Yeah, we haven't been anywhere else, but we want to go. So, yeah, hopefully at some point we will see all of those. Let's see. Somebody suggested this to Scott to draw. His least favorite thing to draw is,
Hands
there you go.
and feet.
Let's see. I have to finish a comic by next month. Exams are in the same month, and I don't know how to draw in a consistent style. How do I do that?
You're going to draw the way that you draw. Don't try to draw in a specific style. Just draw the way that you draw. That will be your style. What you don't want to do is try to learn a new style in the middle of a project. So while you're not doing a project, I would highly recommend you study other artists that you like to try to get a little bit of their style. But for now, just draw the way you draw. You know, if you're doing a comic book and you're trying to draw in a particular style, it's going to be very difficult because you're still learning and you won't be able to draw in a particular style. So for now, just draw naturally as you normally draw. The other thing you could do is get photo reference for everything that you're trying to do and see if that helps you.
If you weren't an artist, what would you have likely been?
I might have gotten into music.
I think you would have been a chef.
A chef. With my palate.
Honey, sarcasm.
I know.
Sarcasm. Let's see. Do you listen to something or put it on noise canceling while you're drawing?
I put it on. No, while I'm drawing, I don't wear my headphones much when I'm drawing. But
Not
if
really
I'm
at home at all.
yeah, if I'm out in the wild, then I'll just have my noise canceling on. If I'm home, I'll put on my Spotify playlist, but it's usually played over the speakers on my computer.
And that's when I need my noise canceling headphones on, because my office is right above where he is, and he likes to listen to these things with a really heavy bass to them.
It's just the subwoofer underneath the desk.
It's really annoying. So I just put the noise canceling, and then I can't hear a darn thing. He comes upstairs. He's standing there staring at me. I'm like, la 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 la. I can't hear you. It's beautiful. Let's see. Crimson Cannibal came out to their family today.
Congratulations.
My mom was proud. My aunt said, welcome to the club. And my dad said he hopes it's a phase, but he supports me either way. All right. Well,
go
you
Mom.
know. Yep. Go mom, go ants.
Pencil sharpener.
There you go. And hopefully dad will come around. Good for you. What was the orange paint incident? Angelo.
It wasn't orange paint. It was orange ink. If you go to
Hair journal. The hair
Hair
journal.
Journal Day 6, I think it is.
Yep. I think it was day 6.
It
was traumatic.
Yeah. Just go to there's a Hair Journal playlist.
Yep. How's that pencil sharpener you stole from me working out for you?
It does its job.
Let's see. Let's see. Do you ever get that feeling when you're drawing in public and your brain makes you believe everyone's staring at your art?
I used to, but after years of doing it, you learn to realize that everybody's just going on with their life. It was
Unless you're in Venice.
Yeah,
and
in
then they
Venice-
stand over your shoulder
Yeah.
and stare at you, and your wife glares at them and
but
says,
I think
"Move
the
on."
thing is that you're in Venice and people think that it's part of the attraction. It's
Do you
like
think that's what they thought?
yeah, because like people will do it at Disney World too. They'll think that they hired people to just sit around and sketch. It's part of the ambiance of look at the like when we go to Paris at Epcot, there like when you go over the bridge on the left,
Yeah.
there's always that little artist station where someone is
but
painting.
that's obviously an artist station. If
It's-
you're a guy sitting by yourself with a baguette and a pencil, you're not a part of the attraction. Call
I'm
me
just
crazy.
saying, I
See,
think
now
people see it as part of.
I get what you're saying now about the attraction because we had a group of people
Yeah.
in Venice. So
Yeah.
that makes
I
more sense.
was teaching a class.
Yeah,
We're all
that
sitting
makes
around the
sense.
statue or whatever, and we're painting.
Yeah, I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah,
But
and so
that makes sense.
You just go, okay. I think if you're going to, because it was a class, so we were set up in not the middle of place, but it was. I try to
Well,
pick
that
a place
one
that.
plaza, like a couple of places, you were right in the middle of where everybody was walking.
That one, yeah, the one with the lion statue was the one that we
That
had the
irritated
most
me.
people
Yeah.
come over. The rest of
Yeah.
them we were okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I think it was part of like different tour groups would come around.
Yeah.
And they would stop and they would look at us, and it's fine. I had my headphones on, so someone has to physically come up and tap me on the shoulder to ask me a question. And, it's okay. Some people are bold like that, but 99% of the people will just look and move on.
Yeah, they literally come up, they put their hands, they clasp their hands behind their back, and they sort of lean over you. That's the technique that I've seen. They do that, and it's interesting.
Yeah, it's all good. I take it positively. I take it.
You ignore
as
it 90% of the time.
Yeah, but I take it as hey, look, if this is making someone stop and appreciate the art, or even appreciate the thing, because I'm usually sketching something that somebody made, whether it's architecture or a statue or something like that. So if me doing this maybe gets them to sit and ponder the art of it all, that's fine with me.
I don't think a lapel microphone would work well for him because he moves a lot. I think you'd get a lot of static and a lot of feedback, and that's why a stationary mic for him would be better. They're laughing at the $30 tape, and he's using a pencil extender.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. Montmartre in Paris has artists everywhere. Maybe they think it's similar.
I like Montmartre.
Amy says, a baguette, the universal symbol of don't look at me. Well, I mean, come on. Okay. He's sitting there. He's holding a baguette in one hand and a pencil in the other. Do you really
Hello, do you
think-
not see the baguette?
Do you really
Baguette
think he's a
means
part
stop.
of the... Exactly. Leave him alone. He's a tourist like everybody else. Anyway. Do you draw animals? Oh, wait. No. How do you draw animals?
There's a video on it, but essentially there is no way to draw animals. You just practice. You know, you every animal is different. They have different fur, different feathers, different whatever. So there's not a way to draw animals, but there are books you can get that will help you simplify the shapes.
Also,
And-
you did 30 Days of National Animals. They can
Yeah.
they can refer to that.
But I did do a short of that.
Danielle says, my husband was stationed in Italy from 88 to 91, and we traveled whenever we had the chance. Florence is my favorite city. Amazing art and amazing food.
Oh, pencil sharpener.
Yeah, we have only been to Venice, and we have so many places in Italy we want to go. Like,
Yeah.
we have a list. Do you get impatient when you're drawing?
Yes, I get to the point to where I just want to see the painting done.
Do you enjoy posting videos? How did you start YouTube?
I kind of enjoy posting videos.
You guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to interject and I'm going to say it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I did not realize how much work went into it until he started showing me how to do it. And I think he enjoys creating the content, but putting the videos together is a lot of work.
Yeah. I got into YouTube because of Dan Povenmire. And he was the one who we were talking one day and he suggested that I switch over to YouTube. And I think it was the best advice I had gotten. I'm definitely much more happier here than I ever was on TikTok.
Excuse me. Let's see. Bethany, Scott listens to his music very loudly. It thumps on the floor.
It's the bass is loud, but I promise you it's not that loud.
Well, when you're upstairs,
It's not like I'm compared to like when we were teenagers or something like that. I'm not doing that.
No comment. Let's start a list of stuff that Scott owes Donna. So far, a pencil sharpener and a hairdryer. Oh gosh, the list is way longer than that, but it's fine. Have you tried out oil paints?
Only in high school.
Have you tried making a black and white drawing and adding a pop of color in either jewelry or clothes?
I have probably at one point, but none that I can remember doing recently.
Rose says, hello, I had art class the other day and our professor had us do a quick sketch of our self-portrait. I did terrible, but I tried following your tips to do hair and I got complimented, thankfully.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So many people are so happy that you've painted him or drawn him. Sorry. Donna can speak today. Yeah, no, Bethany's right. Scott doesn't plan ahead, guys. He does not plan that far
Pencil
ahead.
sharpener.
He will wake up in the morning and go,
That's why I like things like the 60 Days of Studying the Masters or the 80s or 90s. You know, I like that because I know what I'm going to be doing. I might not know who I'm going to be drawing, but I know, you know, the medium. I know the format, and that really helps. But we've got a lot going on right now, so I really can't jump into another long-term project.
nope. Not right this second. And Bethany says, I wasn't bothered by the noise in that plaza until the garbage boat started unloading. That was loud.
Yeah, that was loud, yeah.
Boy, was that loud. Yeah. That was loud. Obi-Mom Kenobi draws apples as a comfort when anxiety or overwhelm happened. I am not sure why.
Oh, that's fun.
You know what? But you know what helps you.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic. You know, I love that you have something that makes you comfortable. I put my AirPods in and I either journal or I read a book and I listen to train sounds. That calms me down.
Is it a woo woo or toot toot?
It's a woo woo. It is not a toot toot. There's a story behind there, but we can't tell you because our son would get upset.
He wouldn't get upset.
He would. You don't tell me. Don't tell. Is there a story behind your bracelets, Scott?
Yes, there's a short on it too. But the long story, the quick version is that they are from places that we've gone. This one was from Venice, Italy. So yeah, you can just look up bracelets on my channel and you'll see it.
Ellen says, there's a romanticism to artists out in the wild. People rarely see it and want to watch the process just like we do here.
Yeah.
I think that's true. A romanticism is a very good way to put it. I have no idea, Carl, why that stupid tape is $30. I have no idea.
Yeah.
What on earth makes a roll of tape worth $30? I have no idea. But I'm telling you, you better use that roll of tape because we're never buying that again.
Blow dryer, pencil sharpener.
Do you know what medium you're using today, honey? Oh, God. Okay, so this is a white Prismacolor pencil, and you were using the dark purple pencil.
Yeah.
Before that,
I like the way the white pops on the
tan paper.
The tan paper.
Yeah. I started a new writing journal, and it's the craft paper. And it's a little scratchier than the smooth white paper. And I find that I like the ink, the scratchiness of the ink on the paper. And it absorbs it different. It actually feathers a little bit and bleeds. It's kind of neato. Let's see. Oh, the chat jumped again. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Triceratops.
This may sound off topic and weird, but how do you fit in with people like at school? Is it bad to stand out as the weird art kid?
No, it's not bad. It is what it is. Some people are naturally popular. You know, like they say the right things, they dress the right way, it's just some, and it's natural for us to wish that we would be like that, but we're not.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm saying this as someone who hasn't been in high school in almost 40 years.
Oh my God, you're old.
And I still had such a hard time with high school and with getting along with people. But, you know, I had one or two really good friends, and at the end of the day, 40 years later, we're still friends. And that's really all that matters, like I went to, what was it, the 10-year?
Yeah, we went to the 10-year.
We went to the 10-year reunion. We were 28 at the time, but by that time I had done, I was in the New York Society of Illustrators. I'd done a bunch of Star Trek comics. I hadn't done Spider-Man yet, but I had worked in video games and whatever. And suddenly all of the popular kids wanted to come over and talk to me because I had, accomplishments, and they weren't my friends, They're people I wish were my friends when we were in high school, but they weren't my friends. And I wasn't mean to them or anything like that, but I sat with my friend, my best friend, Dave. And that person
still
was
his
there.
best friend.
Yeah, was there for me. He only wanted to be my friend. He wasn't my friend because of whatever accomplishments I would have gotten.
No.
So I would just say, yes, you're going to be awkward. Every movie, the Princess Diaries or whatever, Grease, every movie shows that the awkward kid is the one that everybody's going to eventually want to be. And
Yeah.
when they try to become the popular kid, or
It
whether
always
it's Mean
goes
Girls or
wrong.
whatever,
Yeah.
it's never a good thing. So there's a reason for that. We've all gone through it, and we know that being popular, like, I think it would be great to. I think it would be great to have 100 million followers. But then I go, oh my God,
No.
I wouldn't want that kind you popularity.
No.
I wouldn't want
No,
to
it's
have
hard
to.
enough with the 3
Do you see
million
what I'm
you
saying?
have.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
like you look at people and you're like, oh, I would love to, and then you really think about it, and you're like, nope, I'm perfectly fine just being here in the Hobbit hole. I don't want to be walking a red carpet. I don't want to be. Yeah, I see tons of my friends at conventions or parties, and they look like they're having such a wonderful time, and then I think
You'd be miserable.
I'd be miserable. And so I don't know if that helps, but that's my
Scott's 2 cents in the world. Let's see. Do you like any sports?
I do. I like to play sports more than watch sports. But obviously, I can't play. I used to play hockey. I can't play hockey anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't get to play golf or volleyball or things like that.
You
but
probably couldn't play volleyball anymore either with your back.
I didn't think I could at least play. I just.
Yeah, I don't know. Scott likes the purple colored pencil, and that is why he draws with it.
Yeah. There's a nice feel to colored pencils, and I think that's the major thing.
Talk about the best paper for colored pencil drawings.
Hold on,
and,
pencil sharpener.
and student grade colored pencils that you'd recommend.
Okay, the best what?
Paper for colored pencils.
I like Bristol paper. That's what I use. There's a video that I made 2 weeks ago called Everything I Know About Colored Pencils. I would look at that, and I talk about paper and whatnot.
Now, student grade colored pencils.
I've not tried student grade colored pencils, honestly. I've tried cheap ones like Crayola, and they're okay, but I think I did the Artex colored pencils.
No, Art Peak.
Was it Art Peak? I don't know.
Yeah,
Colored pencils.
Yeah.
And they were okay too.
Yeah.
I'm a little picky with my colored pencils though.
I don't know if it's white. I'm sure it's called white noise. It's just different sounds. It's like 10 hours of train sounds. There's also like campfire sounds and rain and whatever else. I guess it's white noise, but it's actually like a specific sound. It's not just a white noise that doesn't have anything to it. I don't like that in particular. I like a sound of something.
Yeah, I don't like white noise because I can always hear the pattern.
Yeah, I don't get that. Tips for a long relationship like yours. Marry your best friend.
Yeah, you both have to want to be better people for each other. You want to improve. You don't want to say, oh, well, he's going to have to love me for who I am, or she's going to have to just accept me for my flaws. Of
which there are many.
But the thing is that if your quote unquote flaws are hurting the relationship, the other person shouldn't have to make accommodations for something because you refuse to change or grow. Donna and I are not the same people we were when we met when we were 18 and 19 years old.
Boy, that's a really good thing, or we wouldn't still be together.
Yeah.
We were so young and boy.
You gotta grow.
Immature.
You gotta change. You gotta become better people together and for each other.
And you have to be able to listen to your partner when they're giving you constructive criticism. And you have to know that they're trying to make you a better person and help you be a better person.
Yeah.
And you have to take that in the vein that they're saying it. Not get mad at them for that. Let's see. Could you do an Everything I Know About Faces video one day?
I do have a video on drawing people, and that's like got all of the noses and eyes and ears and folds of clothes and stuff like that. So I try that first and see. I don't know if there'd be anything new that I could add to that.
Mm-hmm. I want to do, this is not a sketchbook, it's an art class, but it says it's a pre-order. Is the class not out yet? Oh, maybe she ran out of them.
No, there's, no, it's not pre-order. People have been buying them. She also has digital PDF versions too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is maybe she ran out of them and has to reorder them.
That wouldn't be pre-order then. It would be temporary. I don't...
Honey, she might...
Okay, honey, I'm trying to explain what pre-order is. You understand what pre-order is, right?
Okay, sweetheart, maybe she ran out and she doesn't want to print 5,000 of them, so she's doing pre-orders right now to see how many people are interested, and then she's going to print accordingly.
That's a huge leap. Maybe she's
on
on Mars for vacation and she wrote pre-order. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, well,
the books were already printed. She sent me one. So,
and she might have run out.
But when you run out, you say, we ran out. We don't write pre-order.
Okay. Maybe you don't, but maybe somebody else does.
Okay. Please check with the website and ask the people doing it. It should not say the words pre-order, and if it does say pre-order,
there's no shoulds in art.
Let them know that the word pre-order is not something that normal people use after you've already printed a book and sold out of them. And then ask them to reach out to my wife and explain to her what pre-order means.
Bethany, I need that voodoo doll now.
So again, let's talk about how we've kept our relationship going for so long.
Yep. By you admitting that you don't know what the heck you're talking about, punk. What's your favorite smell?
Favorite smell?
I gotta tell you, that's a little bit of an odd question.
It might be popcorn.
No. The ocean.
No, the ocean's a little too fishy for me.
No, it's not fishy. It's great. You have to grow in a relationship 3 minutes later, argue because pre-order. We have been arguing for 35 and a half years. We're Italian. This is what we do. It's what we do. Let's see. Why don't you draw on the other side of the page?
I would draw on both sides of the page if I was trying to preserve the amount of pages, but I mean, I think this is like 100 pages, and I draw on it maybe once every couple months. So, and then also
really 100 pages?
Yeah, I think so. And then also, colored pencils leave. They leave indentations, and I just think if I was to draw on the other side of this, it would leave an impression on the previous side, which would then ruin the other drawing. So, yeah, because you're pushing down really hard, and I could always put something in the middle, but I just don't really have the inclination to do that.
What's the difference between expensive and cheap alcohol markers?
Nothing. I know there's a few people
to work the same.
Yeah, there's a few people in the comments who disagreed with me. But if you're talking about alcohol markers, I found no difference between the $30 for 100 brush markers from Artbeak to...
Was it $30 for
to $150 for 2 Copic markers? You know, I'm exaggerating, but Copic markers are expensive, And the only difference is that Copic markers you can refill, but geez, I
They're expensive.
they're expensive,
Yeah.
and I did not.
But you'll think nothing of spending $30 on a roll of tape.
Oh, I thought about it. I thought it was a lot of money, but
Okay.
if I could buy $3 tape and it did the same thing, the same way,
Just
Artbeak
saying.
is so much cheaper, I would.
Let's see. Why do you do the outline on your
I
things?
like to. I like shapes. I like to differentiate between background and foreground and this shape and that shape. So for me, it creates a definitive, this is now the background. And I like that. And I got that from Drew Struzan. And I'm sure he got it from somebody else, whether it be J.C. Leindecker or Gustav Klimt or somebody.
I wouldn't say Klimt. Scott, little warning before getting so close to the microphone. Apparently that scared some people. Let's see.
Nope, we're done.
What pencil hardness do you use for sketching?
For everything, I use a 4 or 6H pencil because I'm going to erase it. If I very rarely do pencil sketching, like when I'm doing the gouache, I'll just use a number 2 pencil.
Let's see. I post for the journaling stuff. I post on YouTube. I post on Instagram. I post on TikTok, and I post on Threads. That's where I post. Let's see. Scott does not have his stuff in a gallery.
Oh God, no. I don't think there'd be a gallery that would want my stuff.
Oh, that's not true. I shudder when you guys ask what is the best anything. But Athena wants to know what's the best gouache paint.
I like Winsor and Newton, but honestly, if you're just starting out, I would try the Hemi gouache. That's pretty good to start out when you get a lot of different colors and choices. But I personally like the Winsor and Newton.
Favorite cheap watercolor?
The Mia Hemi one, they don't make that anymore that I can see. So
Stop
I
referring
would
to
say
it.
to the Cotman, Winsor Newton Cotman.
Let's see. Is realistic art an art or a useless remnant of pre-photo times?
I don't know. I mean, what do you consider, is this realistic? Some people consider anything that looks not anime realistic. So I don't know what you consider realistic. I think hyper realism, hyper photorealism might be yes. The answer would be yes if it's that. But I don't think just something like this, which is just me sketching in my own personal style for myself. I think hyper realism definitely.
We met a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. What is the
department store?
What is the use of the napkin you have there?
That see how my hand has some of the purple on it? It's keeping, you can see some of it here, but it keeps me from smudging the art. So you know how I did the short about left-handed artists, and if you just, your hand is going to smudge. So that's why I try to work from top left to bottom right. But here I was just kind of just all over the place because I instead of drawing in one medium, drawing in multiple.
Let's see. Do you like Greek mythology?
Enough to where, like, I grew up with, like, Jason and the Argonauts and Clash of the Titans and things like that. but not enough to like study it or anything.
What is your favorite type of, where did it go? Hair to draw.
Long hair, I guess. Something flowing. I go back and forth between liking curly hair and liking straighter hair.
Let's see. Hi, Scott. I'm graduating high school soon and I want to get a job where art is a high priority without going to an additional school. Do you have any tips?
A job without going to school. I would say any place that you're going to go, they're going to just need to see your portfolio. So I would say, what do you like? Do you like comics? Do you like children's books? Do you like storyboarding? Do you like animation? And then put your portfolio together. No one's going to care what school you went to or if you went to college, but your portfolio is going to have to look like a professional. So really, you're going to have to do that. Get your work up to the level of professional level. If you want to get paid,
can you Google what a portfolio looks like?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm just saying to give them a little help. Your career center at your school would probably be able to help you too.
Well, remember, it's a high school.
Yeah, we had.
I know, but they might not know what a portfolio for.
Oh, that's right. Well, they should have an art teacher at their high school.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, I think we are done.
What is some advice for newer artists doing basic pencil doodles?
Make sure that you're doodling what you see, and doodle cars and buildings and books and apples and whatnot. Don't just doodle out of your head. Draw the world. Draw the things that you see.
Wow, you're past the time. It's 10:38.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to participate in Mermay?
I don't think so. I haven't in the past.
Okay. All right, everybody. Well, we're gonna go upstairs and get Scott some breakfast and make me another cup of tea and explain to him how pre-orders work.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, it's only Monday, isn't it?
Yep.
Wowzers. Okay, so it's Monday. So we got a long week ahead of us, my friends.
We will see you on Wednesday.
And who knows what we're going to do Wednesday? We have no idea. So have a great one, guys. Make some art today. Do something to make yourself happy. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.